We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
H is for the hope, you gotta have faith. E is for the energy that must take place.
What's going down, everybody? It's your main man, Mr. Brookshire, and we are so back, and it's real. Oh my goodness, it's so real talking to you. OMG, OMG, OMG. Hey, I just want to tell all of y'all, and y'all know how I always do in the very beginning, I just want to let everyone know, every single one of yous, that I love you so deeply. I love you so deeply, and we have an amazing action-packed show. We got some special guests on here because, again, without you, God, I wouldn't be here. There wouldn't be no point for any one of us to be in the house if it was not for you. So we're going to be doing some things today that I think you're going to really love. And so, again, one of the words of the day that I like to throw out to you was always, always know who you are. Always know who you are, people. Always know who you are. Now, I know that can be kind of general when you got so many things going on in your life when you say, well, really, who am I? I don't know who I am. I don't know really what's going on. I'm just existing. Well, you know what? The way that you find out who you are was by educating yourself daily. That's what they call self-helps. Whatever you don't know, whatever you're going through, I don't care, whatever you're going through. There's a book. There's even an audio book out there to be able to help you to learn more about who you are and how to grow to the next level. Because, again, each one of you are as important to this world because we're one. When we come together with all of our thoughts coming together, forming together, working together, we create what we have, which is a universe, baby. And so together we need you mindful. We need you with intention. So remember who you are, know who you are, and walk in your purpose. So really quick, without any further ado, we're going to be having Kevin the Jeweler calling in later to throw some hot topics out for. Oh my goodness, it came down the wrong pipe. We're gonna have Kevin the Jeweler coming in. Yeah, when you're talking, it comes out. Coming in a little bit later to be able to, throw out some hot topics to us. But without any further ado, I want to bring in to you a special guest, one of my church partners in the Lord, comedian from Mississippi, which is my roots. He's from, I think, what's it, Hattiesburg? Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm from Walnut Grove, baby. Boom. So I definitely understand the flow from the South. You know, we can cook and we sure know how to eat what's cooked. I can appreciate you, my brother. We have in the house, funny man, comedian. We got Donovan Jordan. Yeah, what's going on?
What up?
What's going down, man? It's been a long time.
Man, who you telling, man? I've been trying to get on here for the longest.
It's been a long time, yo. We met, I met you probably about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when you had the braids.
I had the hair, man.
I saw your business card, the one that you gave me a long time ago. You just like,
right. looking young and dumb.
It's a difference. You got your grown man on now, for sure. So I can definitely dig that. So what I love is when it's supposed to happen, it all flows into place when it's supposed to happen.
Happened when it was supposed to happen.
When it happened when it's supposed to happen. So I can dig it. So without any further ado, what we want to be able to do is we're going to get into you because the audience, my audience, these millions of viewers wants to know who you is and then what you's going to be doing as the future rolls. Because you're going to be seeing this man's face as we move along on the Real Talk and just as in general as we move along. You're going to see this man's face. So real quick, we want to know, I know we said you're from Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Born and raised.
How did you get started, and how did this funny man become out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi?
Man, it was honestly, I took one of them big things we call faith, and I just felt like I was bigger than where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I seen my dad work every day hard, you know, to just to make even, you know. Right. And I took this skill I got, you know, making people laugh. This wonderful, amazing blessing, and I ran with it. You know ran what I'm with saying? I literally ran to the bus station, and but I drove my Chevy Caprice, my '92 Chevy Caprice, all the way to Los Angeles, California.
Wow.
And
from where?
From Mississippi.
How long was that ride?
It took me like 3 days.
Did you have a radio?
I had a radio. My radio was working.
Good. You know? Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. I met this one dude that rode on a motorcycle from Pennsylvania to LA. I don't know how in the world he did it.
His back was hurting.
I said you had no room for error.
Nothing.
None.
Nothing.
You can't get a little sleepy. You can't blink too long. You can't get no bug in your eye. You got to be focused.
You have no source of entertainment. What is going on with you?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you got in your car and you decided to move. Now, how did you know you was funny? Who told you was funny? Because not everybody's funny. So what made you think I can trust myself and actually run with this?
Oh, I'm tell you quick funny story real quick.
All right.
I was in the military.
Okay.
And I was in like third or fourth day in boot camp. We in boot camp and it's hard. They yelling at us. Da da da. So they leave us in the platoon all by ourselves.
Right.
So I'm in there and I'm seeing these grown men are crying. They miss their families. They miss their sons and daughters and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So I kind of get up and do my rendition of the whole days that we've been going through. I'm mocking our RDCs, which is the people who was yelling at us. And
Right.
So I turned these grown men from crying to laughing.
Wow.
And this guy walked up to me. He's like, "Yo, man, you should be a comedian." And I was like, "Nah."
Never thought about it from that point. Just.
And when he told me, I was like, "Nah," but the bug kind of hit me. Like, wait, this could be something. Because you know how you know, as a kid, I always liked to be funny, but never thought. Like, I wasn't one of the comedians nowadays who was a class clown in school. I was quiet and made straight A's and you know, was captain of the chess team. And, okay, that's a lie. That's a lie.
That's funny. So now, funny bone. You got a funny bone. I remember you mentioning something about your father with funny bone. My question to you was, 2, how much of an impact did your father make on you? And when you're doing your routines, do you picture your father in your head as you're doing them?
Not really, but I sometimes picture. I wish he could see me. He's never seen me do it.
Oh wow!
You know, never seen me do it. My whole father's side of the family is hilariously funny. Like from my father to uncles to my grandmother.
Wow,
the lady is funny. So I'm just one of the only ones who took that bug and said, you know what? I'm gonna put it on a bigger stage.
I'm gonna put it on a bigger stage
and make something happen. And God willing, it. You know. I'm amazed at where I'm at right now, you know.
That's interesting.
Right.
So your first gig, take us back to your first gig. Now you come out here, you're doing your military thing, you're making people laugh, you're changing those rough times into more happier times, which everybody needs it. Okay, you take a leap of faith, which is always great, and you decide to move on out here. Now when you're out here and you get your first opportunity that you feel is something that is got some substance to it, take us back to that moment for you.
The first time I was on stage was actually I'll never forget it. I was in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
And
big
shout outs to VA, baby.
You know. And they was having a radio contest for whoever can be the funniest comedian in Virginia can go on the road with Cedric's Entertainer.
Oh wow.
So I was like, wow. So I had like a week to prepare. So I was writing jokes and doing this and doing that. Anyway, long story short, I get on stage and I am nervous.
No.
Before I get on stage, there's a competition.
Right.
The guy before me tells me, he was like, yo, you here for the competition? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, look, you might as well go home.
What?
Get in your car and go home because I got this thing on lock. Bro, I promise you, I went and got in my car.
No.
I was like, well, I guess he gonna win, so ain't no sense in me being here. So I got in the car, I pull off, and I was like, wait, just go back.
You didn't pull off, did you?
I pulled off. I was like, wait. And now I'm not even being scared. I'm just feeling like, well, he said he gonna win, so let me just go. Anyway, I come back, and I was like, all right, at least I'm gonna do it. I came this far. I go on stage, and they did not giggle nor laugh.
No.
But they gave me look at this. Look at my face. They gave me this.
No.
That's all I needed, Brooke. Forget you. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Well, you say at least their faces changed, at least a smile.
They paid attention. That's all I needed. You know what I'm saying? And I said, this has been a week long, and I got. That's all I needed. And I took that, and now it's standing O's.
Wow. Now, okay. That's all you needed. Now, okay, because I know in this particular business, you have so many types of comedians. I know I've interviewed several comedians also, like Michael Collier is a good friend of mine.
Right.
Now, when you're studying your jokes, how did you prepare? I know you said I was writing jokes. Did you take other people's jokes? I know he said take dead people's jokes. They can't use them no more. So how do you go about preparing yourself how did you go about preparing yourself then? Is it different than now?
It's pretty much the same premise. I take my life, yo.
Okay.
Like the things that may not be funny at that point in time, I make it funny later. Like a prime example, Katrina. Katrina was not funny
at all
when we swimming and you had to learn how to swim that day.
And you know black people in there, it don't work.
It was not funny while you was moving and moving through furniture and swimming and worried about people. But I took that moment years later and made it, drew a picture and made it funny. You know? It's
That's interesting.
Life experiences, you know.
So challenges, because in life, I know everybody that comes out here has a story. Everybody that comes out here has a dream. But yet, when you have a dream that you want to put to that next level, there's always a set of challenges that come in that make you think. Like this one guy that was a challenge that says, "Dog, you ain't gonna win if you believe it." What type of challenges that did you have to overcome, and how was those overcoming?
Financial challenges, yo. Like,
wow.
Shout out to Kevin Hart real quick.
Shout out to Kevin Hart.
Kevin, I remember I was talking to Kevin one day and I was like, Kevin, I'm about to go home, man. I don't know if I can do this no more. He was like, why? I said, yo, man, I'm sleeping in my car.
How long was this into you being here?
I may have been 2 years in.
And you've been here how many years?
Right now I've been here 5.
We going on 5 years, so 07.
This was 07.
Yes, okay.
This was I was on Hell Date at the time.
Okay, yeah.
Right, I'm on
Mike
television.
was on Hell Date, the light skinned brother. Yeah, okay.
Mike James.
Yes. Okay, so Hell Date. So you got out here and got on Hell Date.
I came out here and hit the ground running.
Okay, so you thinking, okay, this is gonna be.
No, not that it was gonna be a cakewalk, but I just came out here with the hustle that I had back in Mississippi.
Right,
so let's get it.
Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I came out here, did that. Now I'm on television, but in my brain it's like I'm still financially don't have it. So I'm still, people don't know.
Everybody looking at you like, nigga, you on TV.
I'm signing autographs, but I'm going to the car to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Not that I'm laughing at you, but it's interesting.
No, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't funny then.
Right.
But it's funny now.
It's funny now because, like, how do you? Because that's a challenge I think within itself.
Right.
To be able to be in a position, because so many people, especially back home, they see you on TV and think you've made it because you're on TV. They
think you got it.
They think you got it. You're on TV. Oh, I always knew it because they always seen you hustling.
Right.
And then you just like that was only a paycheck, if that, and that could have been $75, $100. Not really anything to pay no bills. I'm still having to go to another audition. I still got to figure out how the next check. How was that? Communicating, signing autographs, and going back to your car. How did you get through that?
This why I gave Kevin Hart a shot. I was talking to Kevin. I was telling my man, I'm ready to go home. He was like, "Why? You can't go home." I was like, "Yo, I didn't come out here to be broke like this. I'm sleeping in my car." Kevin looked at me and said one of the most humbling things I've ever heard him say to me. Anyway, he said, "Donovan, thank God you have a car to sleep in."
Okay.
I was like, wow, you know that big old Caprice is nice and comfy.
Right.
You know,
just the streets all the way back. You right.
You know what I'm saying? I can sleep where I want to. You know
people do a lot in the car that they do at home. You feel me? Like, you know. Right. So, you know.
But once you just you got to be belief. It's belief. That's all it is. Once you believe in yourself. Right. That's why I didn't really go home, because I was like, I believe. I know I got this. You know. And from that moment on, I haven't really been worried about my career. Once I stopped worrying about it, I'm skyrocketing. I have been fortunate enough to be on television some kind of way every year I have been here.
That is what's up.
Every year that since I've moved here, some kind of way been on television.
What do you think it takes to make it here?
You got to stop believing that there's a blueprint to this. You got to stop believing. Oh,
that's really good.
I go to auditions and I get booked. Yeah, that's fine and well, and as you should. But now it's almost we in that day and time where you got to create that job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make them come to you.
That's actually interesting when you say that. So how do you stay motivated? Because again, there's always a grind. How do you stay motivated and on top of your game?
Family, yo. Family keeps me motivated because I feel like that's my motivation. I'm doing it for them.
Family back home, a new family you created, or you got some children, family
back home. I'm talking about them. Yeah,
I'm talking about them folks.
Yeah, grandma them, mama them, and you know what I'm saying.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I could definitely dig that. Now, how do you define success for you? What is your definition of success?
My definition of success, man, is happiness. Honestly, when you get to that point to where you just can wake up and just be happy. You ain't really got no worries. You just happy.
Now, happy. What brings happiness for you? Is it money?
I mean,
because people say happiness is attached to the things you got.
No. It's these 3 things.
Okay.
Money.
Okay.
Love. Health.
You
got those 3 things, so you happy.
I can dig it.
You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it. You look healthy. You look. You got some money, and you look. What was that third one?
Love.
Yeah, you got some people loving you. I can tell.
Right. So hey, I made it.
I can dig it. Yeah,
I'm successful.
That's definitely interesting. So now fame. When you listen to the word fame, because again, everybody wants to. Because let me just say this: when you go out to the club here in LA, it pays to be somebody or with somebody if you want to get in and not wait in line.
The clubs in LA will let you know how famous you may or may not be.
Very quick.
Yeah. And let me tell you, Brooks, how famous I am. I can get me in the club, but you got to pay. If you with me, see, that's where I'm at right now. I'm good all over the city,
right?
But if I got somebody with me, they gon' be like, Donovan, you don't have an entourage yet. You can't,
right?
Not yet.
See, you the type of people used to walk in and give me the deuces and hug in the line and walk past me, and I'd be like, that nigga ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the nigga I talk about, cause I be like, look at him thinking he all that, but he can't even pull a nigga. You gave me love, dap, asking how my mama doing, my granddaddy, and then you just say, I see you in the club.
I can't get you in.
You can't get me in.
Ain't nothing I can do.
So how important do you feel fame, and what is the difference to you in fame and celebrityness, in your opinion? Being a celebrity and being famous.
Like it's a hard question. It's fame and celebrity is. I always want to be famous and be a celebrity, but I don't know if I'm ready to be that celebrity where I can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm ready to be Eddie Murphy to where I'm just, it's people everywhere. I can't even enjoy a movie because I'm a movie dude. I go to the movie by myself.
Why not just rent the movie out by yourself?
But it ain't out. It ain't in the red box yet. So I gotta go to the theater because I want to see it that bad. I don't know if I'm ready, which I want. Yeah, of course I want Eddie's money, but I ain't sure if I'm ready for that, that life yet. So that's why it's baby steps. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a way like that you can with social media and with the world being one thing can go viral? You can put one thing up on YouTube and 10 million people it can be that one.
Everybody got time for that.
Can you avoid it? And once it's happening, how do you avoid it? Once it's there, how do you avoid it? And can it be avoided?
It's
when it's in you.
I don't know if you want to avoid it. If that's what you want to do, you want to put something up. I hope your goal is for this to go viral,
right?
And then you just take the responsibilities of after viral.
I can dig that.
I think a lot of people come out here and they wishing for something that they don't know what they wishing for. You gotta. Everybody wants to be a celebrity and be rich and famous and all that kind of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff that comes with it. You lose a lot of people who you thought were friends. You know what I'm saying? Just because you got more money or because you lost money or whatever the situation may be, you lose. So you almost got to come out here with a somewhat of a selfish attitude. I hate to say it like that, but I had to learn the hard way. Nobody told me when you move out here, be selfish. Nobody told me that.
But see, that's a thin line. So I want you to break that down, because selfish sometimes can mean I'm not going to help another person step up. I'm just going to do me. But then selfish can be make sure you get you to be able to help other people. What is your definition of being selfish?
By all means, I would never say don't help nobody. Right. We got to get ahead by helping other people.
Right.
But if you helping someone hinders you, this ain't really the city to do that in. I hate to say it, but because in Mississippi, you call me, hey Don, I need you to help me move. I might miss some hours on the job, Brooke. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna miss a couple hours on the job, but you know what, Brooke, my dude, I'm gonna help him move.
Right.
Out here, that's not here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you could be one of the ones where I ain't gonna be like that, and that's all great. But it's just is you got to be that somewhat slightly selfish. You know what I'm saying?
I can dig it.
I'm gonna do me. I'm never gonna be selfish. I never think I'm better than the next person, but it has to make sense to me.
Right. I can dig that. So now, what is the difference to you with talent and skill? What is the difference for you?
Talent and skill, I feel much that's pretty much the same thing. Now, talent and hustle. I know so many funny dudes that get on stage and make me feel like I need to quit, or I ain't working hard enough. This dude is hilarious. But then you look at his hustle,
right,
and he lacks hustle. In this business, you need 90% hustle, 10% talent.
I can believe that.
That's crazy though,
right?
Because you would think, hey, I get on stage and I can get a standing ovation every time I get on stage, but no one knows you.
Right. How do you do? Okay, let me ask you this. business, because we're in the line of show business,
right?
And just like when we say your hustle and your business, because you're a comedian and this is a line of show business, how important is your teams and you having your business in place to take you to the next level that you've noticed?
You can't do it by yourself. As much as you think you can, as much as you may want to, as much as you don't want to share that little 10, 20, 30%, you cannot do it by yourself. And now, this is where it gets hard. The people you pick to help you not do it by yourself are very important as you are. You take these people and you have to know, can I live with this person?
Right.
Can I eat off this person's fork?
Right.
And trust this person. Your team has got to be like your mother, father. You got to, feel that kind of compassion with your team, because your team is what makes you. Because once you get to the point where you need a team,
right,
all you want to do is perform. I just want to perform. I don't want to worry about this contract.
Right.
I don't want to worry about this. I just want to do me. You get your team right, you can just do you.
Now let me ask you this, because you have artists like, like I'll say, like Cedric the Entertainer. You have artists like Steve Harvey.
Right.
You got entertainers like Beyonce. You got a lot of people that basically still have a team, but yet they're still the captain of what's happening. They're still the last form to make sure they're still signing paychecks and make sure that things are in place, because you've heard so many different stories of the ones that say, I'm just ready to perform, I'm ready to be the talent. What do you say in that regards? Is that always the best thing, to just strictly be the talent, or do you always have to keep a balance on that in show business, in your opinion?
But see, in that situation, when you use people like, say, you use Beyonce or Steve Harvey, see, with the kind of team that I correct me if I'm wrong, but the kind of team I feel like that they're on, if Steve Harvey says right now I'm done, I just wanna enjoy my money and relax with my wife,
right? A
lot of people gonna be out of work.
That's true.
A lot of people got to go find jobs, got to go do this, got to go do that.
That's right.
I don't know if I want that team. But then again, you got Kevin Hart's team, who they write jokes for him, sign checks, send him on the road, make sure he balancing his money right.
Right.
That's another kind of team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I'm ready to be responsible for lives and my team's kids, and you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel that you're walking in your purpose?
If I'm not, he need to show it to me. If this ain't it, if this don't work, right? that's honestly the title of my new stand-up comedy DVD that's dropping soon.
Yeah.
If this don't work.
If this don't work, what else do we have? How do you give back right now, man?
I have nothing to give, bro. I have nothing to give.
You have nothing to give.
Couple free comedy shows at the local community center.
Right.
See a couple homeless guys, get them a couple dollars. I'm probably gonna need that back. But
I can dig it.
Wherever I can, man. Community service. I love kids. I love being a motivational speaker for kids.
Understood. That's what's
people
up.
know, like, yo, just believe. You know what I'm saying? I was praying the other day, letting God know, like, yo, I want to be that vessel.
Right.
Let me show these people. Like, yo,
how to spread it and how to do it.
Believe.
I can do it. What do you want out of life?
I just want to be happy. I know that sounds so simple. I know it does. Just healthy, happy, love. Yo, I'm just that simple. Like everything else is for everybody else.
Right.
Cars, the money, the mansions, that ain't even for me. That's for everybody else. That's for y'all to be happy. But I'm happy seeing I can buy my mama that house.
Right.
I'm happy knowing my family is good. That makes me happy, because I can live in a box and be successful and famous,
right?
But knowing I can do the things that has never been done for my family, it puts me in abundance of love and happiness. You know what I'm saying?
In your hard times, because they say that we learn the most through our struggles, and most time we don't learn as much on the happy times. Once we happy again, we look back on the hard times and say, woo, Jesus, we made it through. But when we're going through, those are where we get our tests. That's why we have testimony. I tell people all the time, when you pass the test, and you can turn that into some money. That's where you get testimony from.
Right.
So what did you learn when you look back through your test, being homeless and still having the TV? What did you learn the most through your test and your challenges?
Patience. It ain't always when you want it. Patience. It gave me something to talk about. It gave me jokes.
Content.
Once I started, stop just stop pretending like, you know, I got it, I'm doing better than what I am. And I just started talking about my real struggle. I took that to the stage.
Right.
You know, I took living in my car to the stage.
Right.
I took girls calling me and say, where you live? Depends on where I'm at.
What corner you at?
Right, depends on where I'm at. I can live across the street from you if you want me to. Like, you know, truth is funny. You know?
I can understand that. Where are you most at home, and where are you most at home or at peace?
Ah, man. In the movie theater.
In the movies.
In the movie theater.
Day or night?
Night. Yeah.
People around or by yourself?
By myself.
By yourself. Are you eating outside food or eating popcorn?
I'm eating church's chicken.
Yes.
Yeah, I got the
You
whole
still snuck it in?
top level. Smelling like hot sauce, that buttermilk biscuit. Yes. I'm not playing. These ain't even jokes. This is real.
This is real.
Like real. The dude, I know when the dude come in after me and clean up, he's like, what? Who put this? Like, yeah, I'm leaving it right there too, because I want him to know that.
Okay, so look, because we're going to be wrapping this up soon, and I'm enjoying this, and these questions keep flowing, and I appreciate you answering them. Now, I know you say you're getting into interviewing, and you are an interviewer, you're a host, you're in things of that nature. What about sitting and interviewing someone is the most exciting for you? What do you get out of it?
Learning somebody else's struggles, their walk. You know, their beliefs, what makes them happy, what makes them sad. Because sometimes you, just by listening, you learn a whole lot about yourself.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I always wanted to interview Oprah.
Yeah.
You know, see why she's still grinding.
Right.
Why she's still working.
Because it's in her.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, but you why you doing it? It ain't going to make no difference in your life right now. But I think why she does it is because it goes back to that Steve Harvey. If she stopped working, a lot of people got to go find jobs.
That's true.
So that's why she feel responsible. It could be.
She built a network. So does she have to be working as hard? Because she got like 6 shows out. So, you know.
Right. So, I mean, yeah.
So she got to want it. At that point,
right.
You got to want it to be able, because you went from 1 show to 6 shows. So it's like you got to want it. It's just a difference in the magnitude. And I know from a perspective of building networks and being able to understand it, once you get past that idea that regardless you can't make it by yourself, that eventually when you take that responsibility on, like I don't mind being able to make sure somebody else can take their kids to college because I've accomplished enough, I have overflow and more than enough, then all that other stuff just falls into place. That's just called business as usual once you step yourself up to that point. So really quick, I'm gonna ask you 1 or 2 more questions because we're gonna be wrapping this thing up. Faith, you mentioned it earlier. How has your faith played a big part in your moving to the next level and where you are today?
I don't worry. That's my faith. You know, I don't worry at all. I believe. Not worried and believing get you so far, you know.
Okay.
Just know, like I know I'm gonna be fine.
Right.
I know I'm gonna make it. I know my family gonna be good. I just know. Now when? I don't know.
That's funny. I told this lawyer, he was just like, Mr. Brookshire, when I was, he's like, you just don't seem like you're worried about what's going on. I said, well, I just paid you about $5,000. If I gotta pay you and worry,
we got a problem.
Then we got a big problem, brother.
You see, you got me thinking right now. If I gotta pray and worry, we got a problem.
Yes, we definitely got to do. So we're gonna wrap this up real quick. What is the one thing that you know for sure about the comedy world, about your grind, about if somebody was looking at you, looking at this situation, saying, I want to do what you do? What is the one thing that you know for sure that you can drop on them?
Know you funny. Yeah, know you funny. That's it right there. Know you funny.
Know you funny.
Right. It's other people with sense of humor is quite like yours, and just get up there and know you funny.
Know you funny. Brother, where can we find you? What can we expect from you coming towards the future?
Right now, I got a online web series. Me and Flavor Flav.
Oh wow.
Titled Dr. Fubulous. That's drfubulous.com.
How many series you got?
We did 8 episodes.
Wonderful. We need to talk because, I mean, we could throw it on love. I mean, we can put it in place, you know?
Definitely.
Okay. And so we can find that where?
It's on YouTube. I got all 8 episodes on YouTube.
And what is the YouTube?
Just go to drfubulous.com. That cut out the whole middleman.
Dr. Foolish?
Fubulous. DrFubalous.
Dr. Fubulous.
Fubalo.
And that name came from where? Because we wrapping this up.
It was a play off Fabulous, but Fubulous. Dr. Fubulous. It's just a doctor who don't want to be a doctor. He want to be a rapper. Flav's my hype man, which is my nurse.
Wow.
Hilariously funny.
Wow.
YouTube stars also on there.
And then can we see you other than here on the Real Talk of Brookshire, and then some other things that we can see you on for the future? What else can we find you?
I'm performing tomorrow at the Slauson Swap Meet, so if y'all come down there in the parking lot, follow me on Twitter. That'll also let you know where I'm gonna be at Donovan Jordan. That's Donovan is DONNIVIN Jordan at Donovan Jordan. DONNIVIN Jordan. Yeah.
I'm actually glad that you said that because most people don't spill it. They just assume that everybody's just as smart as them.
Right.
And I can appreciate that. So everybody, as you always heard, we've just had my man, Donovan Jordan, in the building, man. We want to thank you so much for coming on and keeping it so candid and keeping it so real, man. Because, again, this is the point of it, being able to tell that story so people know who you are, why you do what you do, where you came from. So, therefore, if somebody want to do what you do, you can inspire that next man. So thank you for being that vessel because you are.
Brookshire.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. That's why I'm here. And again, like everywhere and every time that I always say you until next week, I love each and every single one of you. Remember where the mind goes, where your mind goes, the body follows. You are so special. You are so special. The same way that me and this man can get up here and be able to work it out and follow and walk in our dreams, you can too. You can too. You can too. You are able. There is something on the inside of you that people want to see. They have to see. And if you don't reach who you are, then there's somebody else that may not get to that level as quick as they're supposed to. So go out there and reach for your dreams, not with one hand, but with both. And until next time, I'm your host, Mr. Brookshire, yours truly. This is Real Talk with Brookshire right here on LATalkLive.com. You can also find us on the archives on Love923.com. I appreciate you, my engineer. I love you so much. We getting up out of here. And again, like we always do, I holla.
We go. Bye.